Hi, this is Anthony with RevZilla TV, and in this video we're going to look at about a 1,000-foot view of the Arai lineup going into 2010. A lot of people call RevZilla, ask us through the forums or email us, and they say, I'm looking at a high-end helmet, I want a super premium helmet, what's my best option out there? And really, if I look at the Arai lineup, what is the best helmet for what I'm going to be using it for? And there are a few different models, a few different price points, a few different applications, and then some crazy race replica stuff that for the everyday rider sometimes could be overkill, but if you want the best of the best, you do have that option available. As I jump right in here, the first helmet is going to be Arai's medium or Arai's entry-level helmet, but it's really, compared to other helmets in the same price range, it's head and shoulders above it. That's going to be the Vector. And the Vector is going to be a helmet that has, from a range of feature standpoint, a lot of the basic features that you see with all of the Arai helmets, such as the liner system, the ventilation system. The shape of the Vector is it's a medium round to an intermediary oval shape. It's really not a long oval, it's not an intermediary or intermediate oval, but it's going to be a helmet that if any of the other Arais don't fit you, this is the helmet that will fit you. Moving up from the Vector, you really go into the range of the Profile and then the brand new for 2010 RXQ. Now the big key difference on the Profile, and it's made for really primarily street riding, is it's going to be a long oval shape. So if you have that the head shape that's going to be narrow but longer front to back, this is definitely the Arai that's going to fit you best. It's actually the most pronounced oval out of any helmet that RevZilla carries or any that we actually know in the US marketplace. And obviously with Arai, you're getting that super premium features and functionality. It's going to be very quiet, it's going to be very durable, it's going to be very stable. Everything's removable and washable, everything is changeable and upgradable. It's a helmet that has a lot of flexibility, and that you buy one of these really and wear it till you crash in it. These aren't helmets that are throwaway, these aren't helmets that you're going to have to swap out every couple of years. These are helmets that you should buy and be able to have for a very long time. Moving further to my right, you have the brand new for 2010 RXQ. Basically what the RXQ is, it's an intermediate oval shape, but it's basically a Corsair 5 for the street. So if you look at the Corsair 5, which is this helmet right here, this helmet is built for the racetrack. It's extremely light. It uses space age materials. All of these helmets are handmade, but this helmet with the materials that it uses takes an extra degree of detail and an extra degree of workmanship, so the price is dramatically higher. You're looking at this $800 price point versus the $600 price point, and really the only thing you're giving up is some of the space age materials that make this guy dramatically lighter. But what you're gaining is a helmet that's specifically engineered for street riding. So while this guy is optimized for the tuck, this guy is optimized to be quiet, to be stable at spirited sport and street riding speeds, but it has all the same features. It has the widest periphery, it has the same periphery as the Corsair 5, which is going to be the extra 5 millimeters on both sides, and has some other features that are re-engineered for 2010. We actually have a whole video on the RXQ, you should definitely go check that out. Now I already touched and stole some of the thunder of the Corsair 5, but really if you get into these, you're looking at the top of the price chain, you're looking at a pinnacle, or what I like to call an apex product. There is nothing on the market from any manufacturer that's even going to hold a candle to this guy. This is handmade, this is on a different standard, this isn't world standard, this isn't Snell. It actually is, this is the Arai standard, and this is why you're going to see so many of the pro racers wearing Arai helmets. It's just a different level of helmet, and again, there's going to be a full video on the the Corsair 5 rather, that gets into all the different nuances, features, and functionalities. But this is something that, you could be perfectly happy rocking this guy every day on the street. Do you need it? Probably not, but you could absolutely do it. Then as I move to the right, you're going to see this, which is really a hybrid between an off-road helmet and a street helmet. And what this is the XD3, which you also have a video on if you want to check out in depth. But really the key components on this guy, it's made for dual sporting, it's a hybrid helmet, it's made for a lot of different purposes. I myself this is actually my helmet, and I do a lot of adventure touring, both on and off road. It's kind of the best of the both worlds. It's quiet, it's very stable, even with this monster visor on top, and it does a lot of functions, in a lot of different precipitation or dust conditions that one of these helmets might come up short in. So this is going to be the XD3, and this is something, if you know adventure touring, you're going to home in on a helmet like this. If you're saying, well, what is that? You probably don't need it. As always with any of these guys, you can always give us a ring at RevZilla at 877-792-9455. We'll be happy to walk you through and really try to home in on the best helmet for the type of application and the type of riding that you're going to be doing. You can always shoot us a line at cs@revzilla.com as well via email. Again, there are some videos individually for any of these helmets that break them down into a more granular level, but at the 1,000-foot view, that's the Arai lineup going into 2010. We're happy you tuned in to watch with us today on RevZilla TV, and we'll see you next time.